Many thanks to Mr. Badami, to the organizers, Dr. Shukla, and also Dr. Bhatia for providing this platform for a very important and pertinent discussion on a very, very burning topic, which is technology in marketing and how it is getting a paradigm shift, not only for the brands which are doing the marketing, but also for the consumers which are looking up to those particular brands to consume the services, to make the right decisions. And I've got a very distinguished panel with me today. And towards my left, we got Minaz. Minaz is the Director Marketing for Gartner, and he is dealing with a lot of clients which are using the breakthrough technologies in marketing to get those organizations not only to add value to the top line and bottom line, but also how to create value for each and every life that these particular companies are touching day in and day out. I got Ravinder Datar from Blue Ocean Technologies, an old organization which is trying to recrystalline itself into going to the next level. We got with us Gaurav Thakkar, who is the head of marketing for Quality Kiosk. We've got Naitik Joshi from Technosoft. Naitik is leading the marketing initiative for Technosoft, and Praveen from Avato. Praveen has been instrumental in driving the Avato initiative to the next level, right from the days it started to now. And my friend Ajay, who is heading the marketing initiative at PeopleWorks. So welcome, gentlemen. Welcome, everyone. I'll request my friend from Gartner, Mr. Minaz, to start the discussion, and then we'll proceed.
Sure. Thanks, Sumit, for the wonderful introduction, and good morning, everyone. So, as the topic says, the marketing technologies and how it has impacted the consumers, the brands, the way we used to communicate and the way we are communicating now. So on my personal level, I would take a step back and I would first look at marketing as a function, how it has changed and what that shift has been. So I remember back in the days when we were in college and marketing was one fancy field where everybody wanted to get into because they always thought they were the creative lot, and it's an art of storytelling. But I think the shift, the primary shift and the most fundamental shift that has happened is the marketing as a function has changed. Marketing is no more an art. It's now become a science, and it's no more. You don't have a creative liberty as of now of telling your story using the simplistic framework that existed. You now have to make decisions which are more data driven, which are more using some advanced analytics, and results need to be predicted. What are the kind of return on investments? If I was so good in maths, I would have been somebody else. I would not have been marketing, But that shift has happened in the overall marketing as a function. That itself has led the way, consumers are expecting the information to come to them, the kind of information that comes to them, the way they consume the information, which has changed the way, the medium we use as marketer to communicate to them. Consumers have become demanding, and we need to fulfill that demand. And that is the main shift that has happened. Consumer was always the king, but now they know they are the king. They are informed, they are educated, and that is the shift, according to me, what has happened. And I'm sure these guys here will add more to it. So, Gaurav, you want to?
Yeah. Hello. So what you are saying is perfectly true. Let me give an example. There's a company which has been funded. They're into their Series E or F in the United States. For a small business who has to pay their employees a salary, they cannot wait for a couple of days to get a business loan. Cabbage as an organization has a disruptive sales model. There is no human touch. They process loans for small business and individuals in 7 minutes. A completely different business model. This business model has been driven by the fact that consumer behavior has changed. So the way I am looking at the marketing technology landscape, marketing technology is an enabler for new business strategies which have come into play because consumer behavior has changed. That's the way I'm looking at this environment. Marketing technology per se, if you're familiar with the landscape that Scott Brinker has drawn up, you'll see a lot of tools and technologies. Take, for example, marketing automation. Marketo and Eloqua are the market leaders, large enterprises. Salesforce has Pardot. Then you have Acton. And for somebody who's completely new, there is Autopilot. $4 per user per month, 500 contacts. So we have around 1,000 marketing automation tools out there. There is a best fit for each one of us. The problem starts when we start to identify which technology we need as a marketing practice in the sectors, in the organizations that we work with. The consumer behavior patterns have changed all across. Marketing leaders now, we need to adapt to that and start adopting technology. That fear that sales and marketing has of technology can make or break an organization.
Thanks, Gaurav. I completely agree with you. The scale of which we are addressing the entire market landscape today has been redefined. So if we were talking about a few thousand, a few lakh customers or suspects maybe a decade ago, today Facebook has 1 billion customers. So this creates a very long runway for each of the marketeers across the globe to really scratch their head and think that how do we get to the next disruptive change in marketing technology and how do we leverage that to add value to the customers or the prospects that we are addressing. So with this, I'd like to request Praveen to give a few examples which Arvato has been proud of in getting in Indian market landscape.
Sure, thanks. So rather than making it a pitch for my company, let me put it this way that Arvato as an organization has been enabling a lot of platforms for e-commerce, for automotive, for the new age companies out there in the world. Having said that, we have also seen a very, very interesting change over last 2 decades in the way marketing has been practiced by companies across verticals, across the geographies. There were nice, good days in Europe, and I'm sure those who have had worked in Europe or have been interacting with customers there would know that the catalog marketing was big in those countries till as recent as 2010. Now, catalog marketing gave way to the new age platforms for buying e-commerce platforms and stuffs like those. But what is underlying to note and what is important is what is leading towards this change? What are the factors which are impacting this? And as an organization which is providing platforms, we have been sensitive to the fact that there are some underlying factors which is enabling technology in the age of marketing, the way the marketing is being practiced today. Simple example, and again relating to the real life examples of India as well. Is it that technology is something which is new, which is impacting us today? Perhaps not. Since the very advent of personal computers and platforms and of course internet only made that journey faster, technology has been around. What is making a shift today is the technology adoption rate. Simple example, and I'm sure most of you would relate to me here. My mother and my father, who are way above 60 years in age, never used PC, but they are using smartphones today. They are happy interacting with their grandchildren using WhatsApp, Facebook and platforms like those. Cut to another generation. I could have not imagined using technology or PC or mobile phones when I was in my teenage. But is that the scenario today? Perhaps teenagers are the fastest to adopt technology today. Now, look at the divide there is a generation which is 60 years and above, and there is a generation which is 18 years and below. Both of them are fast adopters of technology today. Another example, now we all have this myth even today that rural might not be adopting technology, digital might not be touching them and stuffs like those. Well, I would challenge that thought. When in a country like India, when you are selling millions of smartphones every month, there is always a secondary market. The cost of a smartphone is way below $100 today. We all agree to that. The cost of data is only going down with the G is getting added to 3G, 4G, and maybe ahead of that. Frankly, some of the brands that we interact with, and I'm interacting with a brand which is a tractor company, is now planning to give away smartphones free with their tractor. And it is frankly no cost to them because they really want a tractor owner to start using a smartphone to cut down their cost of servicing that customer in the market today. Now, that's a phenomenal paradigm shift. Again, when we talk about these factors, whether it is technology adoption, cost of technology, it is also impacting the way consumers expects from brand. Now, we all heard of omni-channel and big data, right? We've been talking about it for, I think, last so many years. But what is omni-channel? A company's ability to hear a consumer through traditional and non-traditional channel is omni-channel. Classic example, a company like Airtel, for example, would respond to you on your Twitter if you lodge a complaint on Twitter or tweet with a particular hashtag or a handle there. Now, when they respond, they also ensure that it is captured in their CRM, somebody follows through, they try and establish a connect with you outside the Twitter environment and service you there. And they have SLAs. Since I'm a company which is providing services to consumers, we have a huge contact center operations, we have been the first ones to adopt that. So at that thought, the point that I'm trying to make here is the way technology got perceived and the ease of adopting technology has really made marketeers think technology first before they actually think about a campaign in today's environment.
Thanks, Praveen. I think it gives us a very, very good perspective across the different age groups, and it is not related to how old a person is and where the person lives, in which part of the globe the person lives. Technology is touching, and we as marketeers have not only a responsibility from the organizations that we are working in, but also as a large social responsibility to enable the consumers, the prospects with the right information for making the decision. Imagine each of us wearing an Apple Watch and it's time for lunch and a message is being flashed in the Apple Watch that your body requires these many calories at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. You have got 3 options. Just press option from 1, 2, and 3, and in next 15 minutes, the option which you press gets on your table. That is really disruptive today. So a basic thing like lunch, what are the various options as per the need of your body, as per the energy requirement of your body, if it comes on your table, that is where we are getting to. I'll request Ajay to share his views.